Hello students. So yesterday we had discussed about Plantae kingdom, fine, and we had also discussed about three groups, that is Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. So let's just quickly move on to the next groups that we have to study today. They are the gymnosperms and angiosperms, fine. So on the basis of whether the seeds are naked or enclosed in fruits, they are divided into two groups. The first one you can see here is the gymnosperm, fine, and the second one we have is angiosperm. Now bache, talking about gymnosperm, so here gymno means naked, that you can see, fine, and sperma means seed. So this thing becomes very important. Sometimes what happen, examiner may ask you these questions, that what is the difference between gymnosperm and angiosperm, fine. Now what happens, that these plants are the most primitive and they bear seeds. That's this thing I have already explained you. They bear naked seeds, fine, and they are most primitive one. Now the seeds produced, fine, we know that the seeds, they are produced in this case, but these seeds, they are naked and they are not enclosed within the fruits. Like we eat apple, we eat mango, so the seed is enclosed inside a fruit. But talking about these gymnosperm bache, so what happens, that the seed, they are not enclosed within the fruits, you can actually see the seed, fine. So that is why it is known as the naked one, because you can see the seed. And talking about their plants bache, so they are perennial, fine, evergreen and woody. These are the three important characteristics. Let me just bring the whiteboard for you all. See, now what happens, remember this thing, when I'm talking about gymnosperm here, fine, when I'm talking about gymnosperm, so what happened, they are the plants, they are usually perennial, fine, and they are evergreen and woody. So this thing is very important, fine. They are perennial, evergreen and woody. Woody you all know, fine, wood kind of structure they are. Evergreen, sadabahar. Perennial means that they live more than 2 years, fine, they live more than 2 years. So talking about their examples of gymnosperm, then you can see here, there's a beautiful structures. We have pines and cycas, fine. You must have seen these structures in your day-to-day life. This one is the cycas, fine, this one is the pinus. These are the cones, fine, these are the cones of the pinus, fine. So they are the spore bearing structures, like we have male and female cones, okay. And we have one more example in gymnosperms, like we have cedrus. Cedrus is also another example of gymnosperm. Now talking about the last plant group that we are going to study is angiosperm, fine. So you all can see here, angiosperm, they are also known as phaneroderms, fine. Now bache, what happens here, angio means covered, now gymno means naked, so just opposite of gymno, angio means covered, fine. So there is a, this means covered, so it means they are having covered seeds, and sperma means seeds. So remember this thing, they are also called flowering plants. This is very important. Sometimes the question may come that write down the characteristic features of angiosperms. So you can add this point to the characteristics, that they are also known as flowering plants, right? Now what happens, the plant embryo in the seeds, they have cotyledon, fine, they have cotyledons, like you must have seen the structure of bean, chana, all these things. So they are the cotyledons, and this thing I have already explained you, that these cotyledons, they are of two types, monocot and dicot, fine. So talking about monocot, then we had already discussed this thing in our fourth module, that in monocots they contain one cotyledon, right, and their leaves have parallel venation. I have already explained you bache this thing, okay. They have parallel venation, and the third point becomes the fibrate root system is present. But talking about the dicotyledon, which have two cotyledons in it, fine, and their leaves are having reticulate venation plus tap root system is present. Now you all can see here that if I'm talking about monocot, the example is rice, wheat, maize, etc., fine. So these are the example of monocots, fine. And like we have green grams, peas, tamarind, these are the example of dicot. So these are the examples. Now bache, you all can see here the structure of seed. Fine. Now what exactly happens, although this is not in your syllabus, see what happens. There are two parts of this complete seed. Fine. The first one we have is the plumule. The first one we have is the plumule, and the second one we have is the radicle. So this radicle give rise to the root that you all can see here, and plumule give rise to this shoot system. Fine. So this is what how exactly the structure looks like. Fine. I hope this topic is clear to each one of you, bache. So this was all about the plantae kingdom. Fine. And there are several groups, 5 groups mainly that we have discussed. Thank you, bache.